Howdy, good, welcome. Feeling a little crazy. Yeah. It's notice of demolition. Notice of demolition. No mission. Notice of demolition. Notice of demolition with your host.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Notice of Demolition. We are on episode 7, and today we are going to cover how to handle objections and how to become your own sales manager. I am not excited about this episode, so I hope you get something out of it. Misha.
What do you mean? How can you tell people that about the episode and ask them to watch it if you are not excited? Who the hell is supposed to be more excited than you?
I just wanted to be a little bit confrontational. That's the mood I'm in today. Lately, I've been very confrontational with a lot of people. I actually almost got into 2 fights this past 3 days.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That I want to hear.
One at the dog park, one at the kids park.
So we almost fought a dog and a child?
No, somebody tried to kick my dog. Like literally kick my dog. And I almost got into a physical fight with the guy.
Why?
Why?
Your
because
dog is really kickable. Like every time I see your dog, I want to kick it.
She'd probably eat you for breakfast.
That's why I want to kick it. It doesn't behave, You have this breed that is supposed to be more like the one.
My dog, is the most kind, gentle dog.
It's a demon. Your dog is a demon.
Do you know what my dog did the other day? Okay, I'm coming
home.
home.
On your head.
I've come home. The door to my house is open. I'm automatically inside nervous because I know my wife's not home, and she's out doing things, and she's not the type of person to leave the door unlocked. She always checks the door like 3 times, OCD status. So the door is open, and who do I see at the door?
Your dog and...
I see my dog, German Shepherd, 85 pounds, gorgeous, sitting there, guarding the door, like guardians at the gate. And then the neighbor comes running out, going, Whoa, do you have a dog? I said, yeah, I got a German Shepherd. Oh, that German Shepherd's yours? And I was like, she ran to you? She's like, yeah, I was scared. And then she came over and just licked my face and went back home. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like Delilah. That sounds like her. But I was more concerned about how the fuck did she get out? The door was locked. So that's the moment I realized I'm fucked. The dog knows how to open locked doors now.
Yeah.
What do I do? Now I gotta add another lock to the door. I already have 2 locks on the door. One so the kids don't get out.
So you think it can turn the bolt?
Yeah, the dog turned the bolt. You think my dog is dumb? She turns bolts. Humans can't figure that out sometimes.
Well, I didn't say it's dumb. I am saying it doesn't behave. Doesn't listen to you at all.
Oh. Listen, nobody listens to me. Nobody in my family listens to me.
I know, because
I'm the lowest rung on the ladder. When you have a family, you're either a dictator or you're a follower. In life, I'm a leader. In my family, I'm just this guy who just follows the pack.
Furniture.
Furniture,
man.
Furniture. I don't like you sitting there. Go sit there. Or
don't speak. Guests are coming.
Yeah, don't speak. Guests are coming. Don't say these things. In fact, better don't speak at all. That's kind of the situation. Yeah. But you know what? After a certain amount of time in marriage and life, you just stop fighting. Mm-hmm. You get exhausted, and you realize your energy is better spent doing other things.
It's very sad, but now I understand why your dog doesn't behave. You don't want to train it, So
I don't want to train it.
You're giving it a slack,
You want to see the dog train? Put a lamb chop in your hand.
Every time I'm
put a lamb chop in your hand. My dog will do backflips. She will talk. She will Sing the ABCs.
I wonder what is your lamb
What is my lamb chop?
Yeah.
Money. You put 10 grand in my face like this and tell me to do the ABCs or jump backwards. I will do a backflip for you for that 10,000. I'm that cheap. What would you do for 10 grand? On the spot, cash on the table.
No.
No.
I'll teach you to say proper no
No.
because you haven't learned it yet.
You're not that cheap.
You're getting there.
You're not that cheap. So let's talk about objections.
So let's announce.
Let's announce
objections.
Let's announce objections.
So first of all, we are continuing with the book 22 Keys to Sales Success by James M. Benson and Paul Karasik, and now we're going back one key because we did the key ABC.
Yeah, because we got really excited about
key 16,
ABCs.
yeah. So we are going just one key back is key 15, demand objections.
Demand them.
Yeah, tell me what do you think about objections? What do you want to say?
Tell me why I suck. Demand the objections. No, demand objections. You know, it's like, okay, let's put together a situation. I'm trying to sell you. I'm trying to sell you a house. Okay, you're a buyer. I'm a seller.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you like this house? That's demanding an objection, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you like this house?
Well, I like it.
Why? That's like, okay. Tell me why you don't want this house.
I want it. It's just the price is not right. That's the thing.
No, I got to go back and crunch the numbers. So demand objections. You know why demanding objections is a good thing? I'll tell you why. Because once you get them all out of the way, the only thing left is a yes.
Yeah.
The only thing left is a yes.
Yeah.
So, but it's a path. It's a journey. You got to be patient, and you got to be good at communicating. And you can't make the guy or girl feel like you're being aggressive. You know, because it's very easy to sound aggressive. Why don't you like the house?
Yeah.
What's the problem with the plumbing? You don't like the tiles? What's wrong with the tiles? You don't like the kitchen? What's wrong with the kitchen? You know, like a demanding objection is asking a question, you know, back at someone and then trying to get them to answer their own problems. You know what I mean? It's like I could answer it for you. I could say, oh, the tiles in the kitchen are nice. Inside your head, you're like, no, they're fucked up. I don't like them. Instead, I let you tell me, oh, I'm not sure if I like the tiles in the kitchen. Oh, yeah. Tell me what you don't like about the tiles in the kitchen. And now you open up and you explain it.
Yeah.
Now you're giving me an opportunity to flip it.
Yeah, also, like people like you who try to sell something, they demand specific objections because answers are already ready. You prepared already the good, the best answers, you know, to all the defects that the product has.
Yeah, because I
probably.
walked through the house and I knew the tile was shit.
Yeah. And you just lure me, with this. Yeah.
I'm going to lure you in. You know what? I think the best salespeople, they've got the whole thing planned out. They think they do. I think, what was it, Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a plan for the fight until you get punched in the face. Then the whole fight really starts. So I think that's like sales, right? It's like, I think sales is like boxing. You're a good boxer. You're a trained boxer. Think about it, right? It's like they're going to hit you with an objection, and you gotta come up with a counter, or you hit him back with a response. He's thinking. This is his thinking face.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
You don't know.
I don't think it is, but like using your bullshit, you can say anything. You can say like raising a child is like a boxing, or eating a breakfast is like a boxing. You know, you have to break an egg, and
You got to break an egg.
what are you talking about?
Okay, fine.
I think it's a bullshit.
Tell me what Jim says. Tell me what Jim and James says.
Yeah, what they're saying is that first of all, like the only objections you cannot overcome are those that are unspoken. So that's basically also their main thing.
That's the whole
thing
key.
here. Yeah, that people sometimes they're shy even to admit what objections they're having.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're shy.
and then they don't want you even to know that they don't like tiles or
They're
something.
shy.
And I think in real world, if we like go back from the clouds that this book put us on, I think in real world the main objection always attached to the either quality of or the price, but usually it is a price, you know, because if the quality is low, the price should be lower, you know.
Do you think if
And-
somebody's shy, do you think you should like smack them in the face? Wake up! Tell me what you're feeling. Stop being shy. Talk! You know, like get them to come out of their turtle shell. You know, like the turtle, it goes in.
I
No.
think it depends on the age of the person.
You think so? Yeah. And then they walk away, they write a bad review on
Yeah,
Yelp.
yeah.
Oh, this person was aggressive.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe in that shit. I think it's your responsibility to get people out of their shell, to get them to start talking.
And look, here their main, I think, fear is that's what they explain, that so often people who don't have any objections, it's like really suspicious for them because this person sits and eats the lobster you paid already, and there's no objections. He's going through the whole survey and so yeah, the tile is great and everything, the painting is great, the house is good.
So you understand everything. Yeah.
yeah, let's just schedule another meeting.
Can we schedule another lobster lunch?
Yeah. That's what they say. Like there are only 3 situations where you might have no objections at all. First one is when you did a really great job and everything went smoothly and there's like no objections and it leads to the sale and the person says yes and sign the contract, you know. The second one is if you haven't qualified the prospect properly, so like they are they're just for a free dinner and
Yeah.
they just have no objections at all.
Yeah.
They're just accepting from you whatever you're giving, like
Yeah.
free advices, you know, like
Sure.
you're taking care for
They got
of
nothing to
them
lose.
in any other way,
Yeah.
or they're just wasting your time because they don't have stuff to do, you know, they are retired, widowed or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a retired person on a
They're-
cold call.
yeah,
They
yeah.
actually want to keep talking because nobody talks to them.
And then just at the end, I'll get back to you. That's basically what he says. And then they provided an old stand by Fogger. I'll get back to you. So it's a great advice. Like have it in your pocket.
Questions with no
I'll
objection.
get back to you.
Is the sky blue?
I'll get back to you.
Is grass green?
I'll get back to you. And I don't understand why are they against the people who are there just for a free dinner? I don't understand. And they call it free. It's not free. I'm paying with my attention and with my time. I'm here. I'm giving you a chance. You have time while I'm finishing this expensive meal, you know, this fine dining. You still have time to try to convince me, even if I am not here actually to buy anything.
When someone's eating, are they listening? You're standing there talking and like they're eating the meal that you bought for them.
Yeah.
And they're like, ooh, they're like, ooh, this is good. And you're trying to sell something.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
Well, I know that if I'm fed, I am less contra, what do you call it, confrontational, you know. So
Confrontational, yeah.
you can try, yeah, you can try. That's why I'm saying, like, yeah,
We used to call it rubber chicken.
call me for
Yeah, feed them rubber chicken, you know, like, because when you do these like seminar marketing events,
Yeah,
you
yeah, you
feed
told them
people,
before,
but you
yeah,
go to
but-
these, okay, you're in business, right? So you don't want to give too much money to invest in a marketing campaign. So you go to like a restaurant that has like a section area, and then you talk to the company, the restaurant. You say, what's the cheapest chicken dinner you can make? And that's why we call it rubber chicken, because it's like the worst chicken they have and the worst fish and probably 3-day-old
But
fish.
that's why they're not getting all the sales, you know? Like if I'm there and even this food is bullshit, why am I gonna buy anything? You know, I'm gonna be irritated with
It's
this.
about percentages. If there's 100 people in the room,
Oh, so some of them might like rubber.
yeah, it's, you know what, with seminar marketing, with all marketing, it all comes down to statistics and percentages. If you do the playbook, you do what everyone else has done effectively, like you don't blow it up, you don't suck. There is a reasonable statistical chance that you'll get this percentage of leads, this percentage of closes, based on the history of the industry and the marketing strategy. That there are certain marketing.
So it's a quantity game, not the quality game.
Somewhat, yeah. When it comes to seminar marketing, it's mostly a quantity game. You know, you get lucky if you get a room full of really heavy hitters, but you got to be really good at what you're doing.
Still, on the quantity game, you're not fully committing. You see, the chicken is rubber, and
Yeah, but all you need is a couple suckers.
I don't know. It's a cheap game. You're not gonna get like really quality customers.
Hey man,
there.
I worked
It's
for a guy who
just-
made a lot of money selling rubber chicken.
Mm.
You know, he went out there 3 times a week, filling rooms up, giving out rubber chicken, getting appointments, selling financial services to them. These poor bastards. I can't. And I was an intern back then. I was like standing there in the room watching the whole sales pitch. And I was just like, these guys, poor guys, you know, like they just got sold, you know, they bought the whole marketing strategy.
Well, I'm guessing chicken wasn't that bad after all.
You know,
If it works,
it
you
had,
know.
it had kartoshka, you know, like potatoes and some carrots and some broccoli next to it for. They offered fish, you know, just in case you don't. But
Yeah, now I'm hearing something I'm interested in.
yeah, they don't offer steak.
Yeah.
That was too expensive.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, chicken or fish.
Well, that's also get a good opportunity to open a business. You can find a guy like that and become his supplier of cheap meat and fish, you know?
I mean, you better have a bunch of them. You know what? That strategy is still alive today. It's a lot of life coaches do that stuff. You know, let's do a big seminar. But ever since Zoom happened, you know, like the whole Zoom revolution, no more rubber chicken.
I think also, you know what you can do instead of this, instead of buying people food, you can lure people with a hobby. You can invite people, hey, I'm giving this like free pottery class.
Yeah.
And people come and they do this pottery. And also after you have a pottery,
You're selling life insurance.
You can sell this pottery at least to cover the rent for the event, you know. People getting something and you can sell them something.
No,
you know
like
what? A person, he's doing this cup and then it breaks and he said, would you like to, do you wish you had insurance for that, you know? Things happen in life.
Jesus Christ.
Stuff breaks.
You know, I think this brings up a great point. I think people in general in the world we live in today are starving for something to do.
Yeah. Sorry, you know what I would do? I would do archery, like free archery
and just
lessons.
No,
and then I would have an intern, and I would like have him catch an arrow in his shoulder or whatever, and I was saying, you know what? He has a life insurance.
He has life insurance. And it's all planned, you know.
And then
like
his wife comes and she cries and she says, "Thank you for selling us the life insurance."
Oh no! What about the letter?
Now I can cover the funeral.
I'm going back to an old episode. What was it about the guy writing the woman writing the write a letter to your wife about
he was selling a life insurance to his friend.
To his friend. To his friend.
Yeah, and friend wasn't buying it.
His friend wasn't buying it. So he says,
said,
I want you to write a letter to your wife.
No. Sign this. Sign this testimony. Testimony.
Sign this testimony, which basically says that you listened to this entire sales pitch about life insurance, and you know, like
and you said that you would never buy it.
You would never buy it, and it was all for make sure that you're okay if I die. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and then he said like, and he asked, the friend asked like, who is it for? And he said, for your wife. When you die, I'm gonna dig this letter from the pile of the same letters and run to your wife.
No,
while your body is still warm.
I'm not gonna wait until you die. Your wife's my next stop. I'm handing her the letter. Hey, guess what, Jane? I just spoke with your husband. This is how he really feels about you.
And they say that the third situation when you might have objections is when you're done this bad job of qualifying a prospect financially. So they are ready to do business, but not in the amounts you expect. So you're just trying to sell them something they cannot afford, and for you it is an objection. For them, I don't know why, because person can buy something for you. They are into it, you know.
Cold fish. That sucks. You can't get anywhere with that. You can't get anywhere with that.
So yeah, demand objections and just scream at them. You son of a bitch! Stop eating that lobster and just tell
Yeah,
me,
Jesus
tell me,
Christ.
give me something.
Give me something to work
Stop
with.
nodding and
Stop
just-
eating the damn lobster and tell me what's wrong with
Please
the damn product.
object.
There's always something wrong with the product, okay? At the end of the day, I guess the only walk away with this key, the only walk away
Yeah.
is that no product is perfect. You know this walking in the door, right? And no product is perfect for everybody. So if your customer or client or whatever doesn't say a word, not one word, while you give them the full sales pitch, guaranteed something's wrong. Guaranteed something's wrong. Something's fishy. Because you know there's like 4 things wrong with your product.
And the other thing is it applies to all the keys here, and I think that everything we discuss is that we are not we always salesmen, and we always customers to someone.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So this key demand objections is also a great key to look as a self-defense 101, you know. So for example, you are a customer or a client and you see someone is pulling objections from you, so don't give them objection. Eat the freaking lobster.
Yeah.
Not say let's schedule another meeting if you can. If you can get something from them, you know. So don't be a victim and just have these words like let me crank some numbers. I'll get back to you, you know.
Are you training
to
the audience right now?
I need to think about it, of course, because at any given moment you either selling something or you're buying something, right? So
Yeah.
as a buyer, you have to be also aware of these things.
I just
and
realized something funny.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. It's funny to me. So we're on a talk show. I'm talking to a camera right now. You can't object to anything. The audience can't object.
What do you mean they can't? They can in comments and
Yeah,
by not subscribing they're objecting. By turning it off after 30 seconds they are objecting.
Yeah, but I can't do anything about that.
You're wrong.
No.
What do you mean? You can get better at what you do.
You get better at what you do, but that's after the
Dress
fact.
better, like talk better, become smarter, you know.
Yeah, I walked in the door looking like a bum today. My producer says, "Get the hell out of here, put some clothes on."
Yeah.
So I came back. I looked like a normal person.
You came in shorts.
I
And we discussed before, put on your pants before going out. It's like business advice 101. Put on your pants,
put on your pants.
brush your teeth,
teeth.
you know.
Yeah, it's like
Be
when
nice.
I do the same thing with my children, my
Yeah.
3-year-old. You know, put on your pants. Yes.
see?
1 foot at a time, 1 leg at a time. You know.
And
how
you came without
That's how
pants
they treat
today.
me. That's how they treat me. You know, like a child. That's how I have to be treated. You know. I might be animated with a lot of energy, but really the basics I lack. The real basics. Okay, where are we?
So here they give some advices on how to handle objections. So like listen carefully,
Duh.
never argue,
Duh.
acknowledge.
Duh.
So basically say yes and,
Yes,
you know.
and, or yes, I understand
And,
your problem.
So and then completely expose the objections with like
You're right.
with the
the
questions.
tile
With
is
questions.
terrible.
What is the basis for your fear? I like this question. I mean, it's like It's so
How dry is that? How would you feel if somebody talked to you like that? Excuse me, what is the basis of your
the
fear
basis of your fear. Yeah.
of the tile being bad in the kitchen? Is it the grout? Is it the color? Is it the way that it's slanted to the left?
The other one is respond with benefits, and the benefits being. So basically, I understand your concerns about this, but look at this. You
If
know,
the
like
tile is slanted to the left, you realize the drainage would be better because all the things that you drop on the floor will go to this area and you don't have to clean the whole kitchen tile. That's why it's a benefit
like-
for the tile to be slanted to the left.
I understand that the floor is rotten, but look, the door works. This is actually a good tactic. I use it a lot. I use a lot the
It's like the
deflection or-
deflect.
yeah.
Oh, the tile
Look about
sucks, but
something else.
look at
Yeah.
these cabinets. They're incredible.
yeah.
And that granite countertop,
Yeah.
brand new.
This is also when you can pull the pictures of your kids or your dog or
No.
something else.
I love it. Why don't we go out of the kitchen and check out the pool?
Yeah. Kitchen and check out the pool. Oh my god. Yeah, and they give this like anchor points like feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. Other people felt that way, but then they found this. Blah blah blah. It's like so robotic, you know. It's like you can use it one time, but
ChatGPT.
yeah.
Yeah, it's basically chat. You know, we're in the world of ChatGPT.
Yeah.
AI.
Well, people might watching this in the future.
Yeah, watching
100
this
years
in the future.
future,
You know,
when we have
probably-
like 100 subscribers.
Yeah, once we have 100 subscribers. Yeah, by the way, subscribe if you like this show. I'm going to ask you again later.
Subscribe anyway. If you
Subscribe
don't
anyway.
like this show, if you hate us, give us thumbs up.
Thumbs up, like, and
Yeah.
come back and watch the show again for Christ's sakes.
Yeah,
You know, like,
yeah.
don't just one and done me.
Keep it on loop.
Keep it on loop.
You can sleep, like go to sleep, put our show on, and go to sleep.
Oh, subliminal messages.
Something like that.
Subliminal messages.
Yeah.
Instead of listening to the ocean, listen to the Mike and Misha show while
yeah,
you go to bed.
Yeah, and you will never find yourself without fans ever again. Pants are gonna be on.
The pants will be
That's a
on.
promise.
Yeah, that's a promise. Okay.
So I don't know. It's not a bad thing to prepare yourself for
Okay, so
objections.
this key
you
is
know,
not like a total
go
waste
up
of
front.
This key is not like a total waste of time.
But yeah, prepare yourself for objections, and if you are on the other side of the glass, if you are a client, don't give them any objections. Just agree. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
have?
and then say no.
The only problem I have with this key is that it's Captain Obvious.
Because if you give the salesman your objections, it is the way for him to win you over. You know, like kind of deflect them, counter them. And
let's go through it. Let's go through a little sketch. I show you the tile.
Yeah.
You've been excited about everything in the house.
Yeah.
You love the living room, you love the bedrooms, you love the pool, and then we go to the kitchen and I say, "Oh, check out the kitchen." And then you kind of don't talk.
Okay.
That's when you get the feeling you need to demand the objection.
Yeah. What's wrong? You have to figure out, honey, what's wrong?
Honey, what's wrong with the kitchen?
Not-
is it
nothing.
Nothing. There's nothing wrong with the kitchen. The kitchen.
It's fine.
Fine. No, please tell me what's wrong with the kitchen. The tile.
No. You know what's wrong with the kitchen.
No, you know what's wrong with the kitchen. Okay,
Don't make
fine.
me say it.
I cheaped out on the tile and it's slanted to the left a little. I tried to do it myself. I should have hired the contractor. Yeah, you got to demand the objection when they give you the face.
I don't know. Should you really demand objection? I don't think so, because you might face objection you cannot counter.
No,
you know,
you
if
get
they
it-
say the fucking kitchen is shit.
That's
It's
another way.
cheap,
That's
you
another
know?
way of doing it. Walk in honest. Walk in honest. Say the house is beautiful. The kitchen is shit. Before you walk in the door,
Yeah, but you already given them something. They might not have even noticed it, you know. You pray they don't notice it.
That's two strategies. Now we're talking two strategies.
Yeah, because now you're giving them cars, you know, if you're
No.
telling them up front the kitchen is shit.
No. Listen, you walk in, you got 3 houses in your pocket, like 3 options you're gonna give them.
Well,
Okay?
God bless if you have.
God bless. Ugh. So you tell them before they walk in the door, this is one of the most beautiful houses I have to show you. The only
Yeah.
problem is the kitchen. It's not perfect. If they still walk in and they go to the kitchen, you've got a better chance because you were honest.
Yeah, you were honest up front. Yeah,
You were honest up front.
yeah, if it's
now,
obvious.
yeah, if it's obvious. Now, if you sell them on the house before you walk in the door, you don't say a word about the kitchen. You get to the kitchen tile is slanted, and they go like, you know, you're gonna have to earn their trust back, buddy.
And now they know that there are so many things you haven't said.
Yeah,
You haven't
yeah.
mentioned.
What about the pipes?
Yeah.
What about this? What
Yeah.
about that? You lying to them. You know, you lost all the trust. So I think it's important to tell them about the kitchen before you walk in the door. That way, everything else you say is real.
Yeah, real estate is tough. Don't go to real estate, guys. And if you are in real estate, quit.
And get out of the restaurant business too. You don't make any money.
So the key 17, do you want to say anything more about objections?
No, we had enough
No?
fun.
Okay. So key 17, be your own sales manager.
Be your own sales
So what they
manager.
say is just
Kick
that,
your own ass.
that you might have a sales manager, but he might be weak or improperly trained, and they might contribute very little, you know,
Yeah.
for you. And they might even demotivate you with a heavy
With a
handed management. Yeah.
With a stick.
Like the
beat you.
insensitive on micromanagement.
Yeah.
So they say, yeah, you have to, even if you have a sales manager, whatever, you have to become your own. You have to discipline yourself, like teach yourself, motivate yourself every day. Like the other day, you explained the guy that was motivating people that if you make 150 calls, and you get one
get
yes,
one yes.
you will become successful.
You get the one yes. Here's the thing. There's all kinds of sales managers, you know. The ones who walk around with a stick and they beat you hard if you're not doing the job. They threaten your job. They make you, they tell you stories like, you know, you're going to be out on the street. No one's going to want you. You're lucky that I have you here. It's a privilege to work here. Nobody else would take you. So get your ass going and make a sale. I mean, there's guys like that. You know what I mean? Like sales managers who psychologically like fuck with you. And then you do it, but you're doing it under duress. You're doing it under like, I'm scared of you. That's why I'm doing this.
Yeah, but also some people, it's hard to motivate them, you know, and only that way, only like a stick, not even the carrot, but only stick works.
Yeah, but what if they love you? What if they think that you are the greatest human being on planet Earth and they want to impress you because you have been there for them at their hardest moments? You've listened to them when they're crying, and you are their friend. They truly believe that you're there for them.
You mean sales people?
Manager, yes.
Believe that a
Manager is on their side.
Sales people love their manager?
Yeah, and guess what? The best sales manager.
What is it? Broadway story? I don't understand.
A Broadway story. Okay, so now you got the boss of the company.
Yeah.
Okay.
How can you love your manager?
No. You play good cop, bad cop.
Okay.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
So the sales manager is good cop. The boss of the company is the bad cop. So what you do is you set up a situation where the sales manager is protecting the salespeople.
Gotcha. His chickens.
His chickens. And what the sales manager does is he makes them be scared of the boss. You know? We got to do this, guys. We do this together. If the boss finds out we're not doing it, we're in big trouble. So let's get together. Let's do it. I want you guys to be on my corner. I'm here for you. You know, like positive.
Yeah.
Because the boss is scary. And I don't want the boss to come down.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in my house. You know, you got to be scared of dad. Mom's with the kids all day trying to get them to do stuff. But she's got one card in her pocket. If she pulls it out and says, if you don't pick up your toys, I'm going to tell your father when he gets home from work. No! No! Don't tell Daddy! Don't tell Daddy! I'll pick up the toys right now! That's life. It's life. That's how it is when you grow up. Good cop, bad cop.
The advice that they give is for you as acting as your own manager, what can you do for yourself is to always have a beginner's mind. So like with attitude of openness and receptivity.
Versatility?
Receptivity.
Yeah.
So you are like a new
I'm having a hard time saying that word.
Yeah.
Receptivity.
Yeah.
Receptive.
Yeah.
Just open.
Yeah. Be open. Yeah.
Be open.
Be open.
Okay. So
So
listen to the homeless guy who's never done anything related to your job. Sit there and just listen. Listen.
Yeah, I don't understand
understand
advice.
that
And
at
also
all.
they say it also helps you to stay younger. I don't know, it's so random, this advice, like for
Younger?
longevity advice suddenly.
Wait a minute. Now we're talking about like staying alive younger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe your mind younger, like
This
you
is a
if you
sales
act
book.
like a child or like a
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Beginner's mind.
I
Yeah,
don't even know how
yeah.
to respond to that. Yeah. Be receptive. You'll live longer.
Then he said that you have to like figure out how to motivate yourself.
Yeah.
And the motivation, this quote, motivation is something that originates from within.
Yeah.
Like, kinda, I don't agree. It can be, it's very different, you know. That's
Yeah.
the same with the stick and the carrot. I think the same, the
Motivation is tricky.
no, I mean the stick and the carrot, they are from outside. They are not from inside. You know, either someone is hitting you and do this, and you do this. Your parents, your boss, your manager. That's why we have people above us always. You know, like we have someone.
First
behind
prize
us who,
is a Cadillac.
yeah,
Second prize
This is a carrot.
set of steak knives. Third prize is you're fired.
stick. Yeah, carrots and sticks. That's
You know, that's
nothing
it.
changed in the world. You know, it's I don't get it.
Sales manager.
I don't
How do you
get
become
it.
your own sales manager? Well, you can't fire yourself.
Yeah, you have to figure out for yourself your
How do you fire
your
yourself?
sticks and your carrots.
How do you fire
you
yourself?
quit?
You quit yourself.
You quit. Yeah.
You go out of body experience. I'm just trying to imagine you're sitting there at your desk and you like just walk away from yourself and say, I quit. Walk away. Your body's still there, just physically, but your spirit has just gone. You're just this body. You know what? I'm going to tell you a story. So when the world went to shit, you know, with pandemic, Zoom became a thing.
Yeah.
Everyone was working from home.
Hmm.
So one of the things that they teach you in, like, you know, psychology is you have to create an environment that is a working environment. That is so for example, even if you work from home, this is what you should do is get up, make your bed like you're going to a job.
Play pretend that you are in
Play
the office.
pretend that you're going to your office. Make your bed, get in your big boy clothes.
Yeah.
Brush your teeth,
Yeah.
do your hair, and then
Sit at your desk and hate your cubicle. But you're home. But you're fully committing.
yeah, pretend like you're actually going to your office even
Yeah.
though it's about 3 steps to the right.
Yeah.
That is self-motivation.
And then go to cooler, to the kitchen, and waste time there. then take bathroom breaks.
Take
Like
bathroom breaks. The only
every
problem-
30 minutes, you just
But the only problem is the cooler. There's no one there to talk to, so you talk to yourself.
and you avoid mirrors because mirrors it means that the boss sees you. You know, like. So you do everything you did in the be as ineffective as
because
you
you're your
were
own
in the
boss,
office.
right? You're your own
Yeah,
sales.
be
Okay, if you're your own sales manager, avoid mirrors because you don't want to be seen by your sales manager. That was funny. Okay.
So then he speaks about motivation, like what here's what will motivate you. It's just like it's random. He just drops it. Here's what will motivate you: your desire to be recognized by others.
Your desire not to be broke.
I wonder why this is on the first place. I don't understand.
Your desire to put food on the table.
Yeah, we're talking about
Your desire to put a roof over your head.
job. Yeah, you're building
Your desire to like do
have-
anything in
to
life.
have a second pair of pants.
Yeah, to have to have a bed to sleep on.
Then he said, your need to feel the satisfaction associated with achievement.
Oh. I think this guy's just trying to talk about like
Then-
psyching yourself out.
Your family. It's also so random because your family could be very positive to you, very negative, or you're just afraid they won't be able to, buy stuff they need or food or whatever.
You know what gets me up in the morning? I'm going to tell you what gets me up in the morning. If I get up in the morning and I don't give that day 100%, my kids are going to go hungry and my wife is going to yell at me.
Yeah. But
That's me being my own sales manager. My sales manager is basically telling me that if you don't do these things,
well, James and Paul disagree.
consequences. Consequences.
Maybe.
That's what we're talking about here, consequences. If you want to be your own sales manager, you need to clearly outline the consequences of not doing your job. And I think what you should really do is write it down. Write it down on a piece of paper at your desk, either at an office or whatever, on a little Post-it note or whatever, put it on the wall, and write it down, say, if I don't do this, these bad things are going to happen 100% for sure.
Well, I agree with you thinking about it, but not writing it down.
Why not?
It's dumb.
Why?
Because it's obvious
No.
the thing you're
No,
gonna...
no. Put it right in front of your face every day so you stare at it.
This is stupid.
This is stupid?
Yeah.
I don't think it. You're stupid.
Oh, Jim and Paul says we are both stupid because we have like our motivation is wrong because they say that the other way you can be motivated is your aspiration to make the world better.
Wow, this guy is something else. I'm having a hard time swallowing this bullshit. I think my capacity for
What would
bullshit...
happen? Yeah, what would happen with you if your
Misha,
aspiration?
I think I've reached my capacity for bullshit today. It's overflowing. Did he really say that?
Yeah.
As well as
Again,
it'll keep you young.
Again, like your desire to be recognized by others. Yeah, this is exactly why
That's
I
great.
go to work, why I try to build business, to be recognized by others, or to make a world a better place.
I want the secretary to recognize
To
me
recognize me, yeah,
when I walk in the door.
or other
I'm
people.
going to be good at sales. Right? I want
Yeah.
the boss to see me. I mean, come on, man. Get up, do the job because you want to do the job. Figure out what motivates you personally,
Yeah,
and that's it.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna give this one like a 4 out of 10. This key.
Mm.
The last key, I'm giving a 5 out of 10. In terms of like demolition.
I think being your own manager is just
Obvious.
what life is about.
Yeah.
It's being grown up, it's being adult.
You know what, Misha? You did it.
That's why
You fucking did it. I've been talking for like 15 minutes about this, and he just summed it up in 2 words. Be an adult. Just grow the fuck up.
yeah, if you're adult, you're your own manager.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just grow up.
You don't need anyone else. You're not going
Why
there.
didn't I think of that? Just grow up. Just grow up, be an adult.
And all this shit, like to make the world a better place. This is a childish stuff. This is not adult stuff.
We're not Michael Jackson singing like, peace to the world.
Yeah,
This is
which is also bullshit.
Hey, let's not go there, okay?
And then he gave advice what should you do. Again, this is not related at all to this, but that's okay. He said you have to calculate all your activities. Like for example, you want to make $100,000 year. Then how much money does one client brings? You said, oh, okay, it's 2,000. Then how many clients you get on the doing this cold call? So basically he says, oh, calculate and write down and put in front of you how many cold calls you have to do a year to get your.
Okay, so
Again,
listen, that actually,
yeah.
I'm going to stop you right there. That's actually a very well established strategy. It works because when you're a salesperson and you live in on commission, it's very hard, like especially if you're in a hard job,
to stay motivated.
stay
and keep going.
motivated.
Yeah.
So like writing things down, like I need to make this many sales, and if I do this many sales, average commission of this much money, I'm going to make this much money this year, and writing those numbers down makes it more real.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do that, you're just kind of like, you lose motivation to like get up and do a hard job. You forget about the money. You just, because the objections and all the no's and all the door knocking, slamming in your face and all, all that stuff gets to you. It gets to you, like you're human, unless you're Misha and you don't care.
No.
You don't want this? Okay, bye. I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn, but to me it seems like not many people can get to you.
No.
You seem like a strong character.
No, I seem, yes.
You seem,
Great observation.
but inside you're jello.
Great observation.
He's jello inside. But you have to get through granite in order to get to the jello.
No, my point, you can be very different. You can be jello, you can be brick, you have to have a lot of tools under your belt,
I'm
and use them.
basically a soft sponge. Everything affects me. So there's very little wall.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying. You're such a bullshit artist. Like, one day you're saying that you are a brick or a snowflake made of steel. Now you're a sponge, You're very adaptable. You are the survival.
I'm a survivor. Yeah, I'm a survivor. I'll say whatever I need to say in order for you to sign on the dotted line.
Of course.
Close.
So subscribe.
Close.
Yeah. ABC, always be
subscribing. Always be subscribing. Always be subscribing.
Always be liking.
Always be liking this channel.
So the key 18, because we have to, at some point, we have to be done with this book, so let's move.
Let's move.
Key 18, cultivate your referrals.
Cultivate. Like farming?
Recognize.
Like corn?
Recognize activities that don't accelerate referrals and those that do. Waiting for business is the activity that does not accelerate referrals. In fact, waiting as an activity is an oxymoron. So what happened here is that Jim or Paul, they learned the word oxymoron and they wanted to use it somewhere. They couldn't figure out where to use, and I think the day they learned that word, it was used a lot in their circles.
The office?
Yeah, in the office, everyone heard it, and they wanted to put it somewhere because stating that first he stated waiting for business is the activity that does not accelerate referrals, and then he said, oh, in fact, waiting as an activity is an oxymoron. So now he says waiting cannot be an activity, and I disagree because waiting is a great activity. You can achieve a lot, with waiting. Thinking, waiting.
Do you know that thinking is an activity?
Yeah, thinking, I understand, but waiting, you can do action and
I don't
you
think
wait.
there is such a thing as waiting. There's no such thing as waiting. It's time passing, and your brain is always doing something. What you choose to do, what you choose to think about during that time, that's the question.
It's also an action because sometimes you do something and then you have to wait for a result, for a response,
Sure.
It's just stupid. It's just he just wanted to use oxymoron.
Yeah, Captain Obvious.
That's it. And he said that most salespeople are riddled with fears when it comes to ask for referrals, because this key is about cultivate your referrals. So basically this key is about, hey, You have clients, call them, ask for referrals. That's it. That's what we've been already through before in other keys.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
They already said about.
Call your cousin, tell them
But-
they don't want to buy life insurance, but then you tell your cousin, okay, I know you don't want to
Yeah.
buy life insurance,
Yeah.
but can
I'm
you...
letting you off the hook if you call
Yeah,
other people.
I'm letting
Yeah.
you off the hook, but you got to give me 5 names of your
Yeah.
best friends.
Throw them under my train.
And give me their numbers so that I can call them.
Yeah. Basically, throw other people under the train if you're not gonna be.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna jump in front of my train.
Yeah.
And I'm steamrolling like through you, through our friendship
Yeah.
and everything.
It destroys friendships.
Yeah.
I think unless like you've done something worthy for this person, like you've actually gone out on a limb and
Yeah.
you've like earned,
But still, you're so basically just using them for
you're using them,
profits.
but not everybody is being used. Maybe they're in debt to you. Maybe they're in debt to you for doing something nice. And then you say, you know, the nicest thing you can do for me is if you see or know somebody that needs my help, let them know. I just asked you for a referral without asking for a referral. It's just another way of doing it. Be nice, be kind, be
Yeah,
courteous.
yeah,
Generate
yeah, I
positive
think-
generate positive currency with people,
Yeah.
and referrals will come.
Yeah, and I think waiting is better than just trying to, I don't know, shake people up, you know, and ask for the referrals. I think waiting is, if you did a great job and you just give it a pause, you know, you don't jump straight on the person, hey, I did a great job.
So this is what I think this is. He's a sales manager, right? He's sitting there in his golden office and he's
Yeah.
got 50 salespeople.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything. So he starts getting nervous. They're all doing nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why he put this in there, so that salespeople can look busy.
And also when you are a sales manager for many
You
years,
ever heard the expression, waving your hands and getting nothing done? You know, just like shuffling papers on the table so you look busy, but you're not actually doing anything. So your sales manager, when she walks by, is like, oh my God, Michael is so busy. Michael is so busy. Look at him. He's moving. He's moving. He's breaking a sweat. He's killing it. No, he's just moving paper around.
I worked at a company and they had this thing that the program that like monitors your computer, and if your mouse, the cursor of your mouse doesn't move for like 5 seconds,
So you
the
go like this.
screenshot goes to the boss.
So you
like,
go like
what
this.
the hell are you doing if your cursor is not moving? So when you see it and you waste your time, no, you just learn to fidget with your mouse. And your advice when you just going back and forth, trading fun stories, you know, and you just.
You're like an old man with you're like a
And,
man with Parkinson's.
yeah, the
disease.
mouse is wireless.
You've got Parkinson's. You keep
mouse is-
shaking your hand.
Mouse is
And
wireless.
the boss will never know that you're doing nothing.
You go to bathroom, you put it in your pocket, and you just keep shaking it, you know. You're busy, and boss is happy.
Never know.
Boss
will
is
never know.
happy.
What kind of a stupid tracking system is that?
And and thanks to our CISA administrator who just told us straightforward, hey, the program's just installed, it works like this, the first day, so we all knew,
Oh,
you know.
what an idiot!
Yeah.
Should have kept their mouth shut.
Well, it's okay. Company went bankrupt, so it's fine.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
So
A lot of
like
companies.
one small like psychological insight that goes in here, and when he explains some stuff about the cultivate your referrals or whatever, he says like that most salespeople are riddled with fears that that they might offend the client, the one they want to call for
Yeah.
referrals, so offend or disappoint or bother or blah 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 blah. So like fears of those things, but the insight is, or a lot of them have a guilt, and this is more interesting to me, is another reason to stop this salesperson from calling the customer, because they feel guilty of not giving enough time and attention for that client before, you know, so they understand, oh, I have this client, he's still with me, but I think I like cheated, you know, I haven't given them
I
really.
sold him too quick.
Yeah, too quick. I never over delivered. I never went extra mile for them.
You mean I never did what I promised?
Yeah, for me to call them and to ask for anything actually.
Yeah.
So there is like no, they don't owe me anything, you know.
So I want to go back to the word cultivating. Okay. You put corn in the ground. It doesn't just turn into some stalk of corn.
Yeah.
You got to like cover it with soil, put water on it, not once, every single day. You got to wait.
Yeah, take care of it. If there
You
are
got to
like
take care of it.
bugs or whatever.
Yeah, you
it's,
got to make sure
yeah.
there's no bugs.
Yeah, you
gotta
have to work on it.
You got to
Yeah.
work on it. And then one day, that corn, that little seed, will grow into a corn stalk with like 5 corns on it, right? That's when you cultivate. That's when you you get 5 more leads. But you're never going to get there waiting and doing
Yeah.
nothing.
Well, that's why I like this insight, because he kind of he says us what really happens, you know. So salespeople, they never actually deliver, you know. So that's why they feel guilt and they don't want to go.
You know what
For
a good
referrals.
salesperson does? A good salesperson checks on their clients once every couple weeks. Hey, how you doing, John?
Yeah,
Everything working?
yeah,
You have any
Yeah.
problems?
yeah.
Can I help you with anything?
Complaints.
Any
objections,
complaints?
Yeah.
Let me jump on it. Do you need something? Can I get you a steak? You know? Or
Yeah.
a lobster?
But then he gives good advice. He says like, follow these 4 strategies to create a flow of referrals. And the first strategy, do a great job.
Duh.
Wow. Then the second strategy, maintain first-class communication. So if you can do these 2 things, there's nothing else you need. If you can do a great job and maintain first-class communication, that's it. This is the 2 advice book. The 2 advices. That's
I feel
it.
like being a salesman is 98% talking.
Yeah, good communication. Yeah.
98%? 99%.
Yeah, not talking. You mean like listening and talking and
Yeah.
listening back and forth. Yeah,
98%. Like you actually
Communication.
physically do nothing with your hands except put a paper in front of them or hand them a product.
Then he advises to refer to get referrals. So it is the simple law of karma.
Karma.
Yeah. So here he talks about the thing that you talk about, give
Spirituality.
value. No, give people value. So, for example, he says, oh, for example, you have this client, but you know he might need a gardener, or he might need to put his kid into the school or whatever. So refer other people to them, or like whatever business they do. You might know someone, give them some names, and then ask them to give you some names. So
Hey,
like, yeah.
Wait,
Well, it's okay advice, you know. This is fine. This is good advice.
fine.
Thank you, Jim, Paul.
yeah,
Great.
Jim Paul, you know what? Once in a while,
And,
hey, a broken clock is right twice a day. Guess what?
And and the oxymoron. Thank you for that. It's a good word. You know?
Yeah,
Oxymoron.
you know what? I'm going to use that today. In
Somewhere.
the wrong context.
Yeah, guys.
I'm just going to go to my wife and say,
This
hey,
is-
wife,
Oxymoron.
oxymoron! Oxymoron! And smile and just like wait for a response. See what happens.
Yeah, or you can teach your dog to do something on this word.
I love it.
Oxymoron.
Delilah!
And the dog just flees.
Delilah! Oxymoron!
Do oxymoron.
Do it!
So this is, guys, this is our challenge for you today. Like, if you're watching this episode, please incorporate the word
Oxymoron into
like,
your vocabulary today.
today. Yeah, use it somewhere.
Somewhere,
randomly.
just do something.
Yeah, if you're just home
And
alone,
if you
just
can't figure it out, like the right way to use it,
scream it from
just scream it at someone.
yeah, from the rooftop.
You're driving
Scream
in
it.
the car, roll
Yeah.
down the window,
Yeah.
look at the person next to you,
Yeah.
tell them to roll down the window, and then yell, Oxymoron!
Actually, you can use it as a like when you are when someone is a as an insult. You know, you can
Yeah,
What are you, oxymoron?
What are you, an oxymoron? You know,
Yeah,
it sounds more.
This is good.
Moron.
this is good.
A moron is an insult.
Yeah.
So you could say, moron, if you want.
Yeah, use it. It's good.
You might get the wrong response you're not looking for.
So then also I like it.
Did we cover this key?
No. I want to.
You got one more?
Not the key, but he says that what about this refer to get referral? He says this is a quote, just a sentence. This works with all clients regardless of their occupation. Retirees, widowers, seniors, executives. And this is again his fantasy. This is his fantasy clients.
I think it's because he's an older gentleman. You know, I'm sorry we don't have the actual cover of the book, but they're like probably mid-50s, you know, silver gray hair.
Yeah.
And his clientele are probably widowers and, you know, divorcees.
Maybe.
Maybe that's why he's obsessed with this.
I don't know why.
with
I don't
this
know why.
market.
I think this is his just
Obsession.
the best his best clients.
It's starting to sound like an obsession.
Yeah. I think those are the group that works for him, you know. This is the group he managed to develop and they stayed with him.
I'm creeped out.
And that's it. Yeah.
I'm creeped out. Okay.
Maybe he has someone relative who works at funeral home or the retirement
Yeah, I don't
home,
want him to be
you know?
my friend.
Something like that.
Me and him, we wouldn't get along. That's not cool.
I don't
But we don't have to.
well, he catered to some particular audience, but this is his audience, you know.
He wrote a book. I'm
And-
sure he made a lot of money.
Yeah, but I mean the whole book is written from the perspective of the man who serves to this certain group, retirees, widowers,
We're assuming.
and seniors.
It's an assumption.
No,
He just talks about
he
him a lot.
said about that's all he talks about. He just dreams of those
He's
widowers.
dreaming about those widowers.
Oh, widowers.
What a sick fuck.
Then he says create hot referrals. So if someone, not cold leads, so if someone gives you numbers, he said, no, call them. Don't just
Yeah.
give me now, make them hot,
Make him hot.
pre-warm them.
Make him sizzling hot. I want the Glengarry leads.
He says, then there are all these action steps, so like conduct client events, lunches, dinners. We've been over this already. It's again. He repeats
He
himself.
repeats himself. Now he's
Yeah.
filling pages. This
And,
remember when I told you guys like 80% of this book is filler? It's just filler. You know, there's like this much that's like an original
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
But why did we use this book? Because we're trying to make it obvious that there's a lot of books like this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of books like
Yeah,
this.
they claim to be experts. And,
Claim to be experts, and they're just coming up with crap and wasting your time. And I
And
think
again,
that's
so often the person who gives you this advice and the person who writes this book, they might be successful at what they're doing, but it doesn't mean they can be successful in teaching what
Can I
they're
ask you a
doing.
question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, if I give you all the secrets to my success,
They won't
that
work.
means no. Check this out.
Yeah.
If I give you all the secrets to my success, I give you a playbook, one by one. Do everything that I tell you to do in this book,
Yeah.
and you will be as rich as me. And he becomes 1 million copies sold. Guess what? His business is dead. Why? Because there's 1 million people doing the same thing.
Yeah.
There is no benefit for him to give you all the real secrets.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guarantee you, this is 22 keys. 22 keys? Key number 23, 4, and 5, gentlemen, is where he made his money.
Yeah, real. Yeah. Of
He's not telling you
course.
key 23, 4, and 5.
Yeah, and he's not telling all the dirty tricks, you know.
Yeah,
like
the real tricks.
ones, good ones.
Yeah, what he does to the widowers. He's not. I can't do this anymore. You know what? After going through this whole process and all these episodes talking about this book, I'm getting more and more like disgusted by some of these things, and just I just Okay, I gotta get that out of my head.
Yeah, the only good advice is that the ones that are general. Do the great job.
Do a great job.
Put your pants on. Be nice. Maintain first-class communication. So like communicate with people, listen to people. You know, it's all basic. Be an adult.
Yeah.
This is basically the only good advices we're getting from here are all basic advices that our mother tells us to do. You know,
when you were born, you
have
were
a
born,
breakfast.
you were born with these traits.
Yeah.
So he's basically saying, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Doing the things you were born doing. Just do it. Talking to people, communicating. Maybe if you were an asshole growing up, stop being an asshole. If you want to be a salesman,
unless you're a sales manager.
Unless you're a sales
Then
manager.
be an asshole to yourself as a sales manager.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and avoid mirrors.
That's the only circumstance that you can be an asshole is to yourself. No, love yourself. No, beat yourself up. If you're doing a shitty job, call yourself out on it.
Yeah, figure out your carrots and your sticks.
Yeah.
Use them. You know?
All right, I think we're done.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say it again. Like, subscribe.
Yeah. Send us kisses.
Send us Bachik's kisses. Bachik in my language is kisses. I'm sorry. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about us, and if you have any comments, please, we love them.
If you don't want to watch our show, you have to make 5 other people watch it. If you don't want to watch it.
Yes, that is the referral engine at work.
Yeah, we're turning your cold subscription to 5 hot ones.
Yeah. Go tell your friends about us.
Be a hot subscriber.
Be a referral engine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shattered dreams and tales so bold. False kings on their thrones of gold. Lies sold with a charming smile. Watching truth walk into the fire. Promises of riches vast. Wisdom stolen from the past. In this world of broken mirrors, their advice won't make it clear. Bust the myths of fake bliss, notice of demolition. Tear down walls of blindness, welcome true vision. Vision, true vision. True vision. Gurus preaching plans so grand, built on castles made of sand. Business tricks and self-help sham. Lies the lion, truth's the lamb. Shrouded in deceit and fear, echoes loud but never clear. Break the chains of advice cold, reclaim all they've stolen sold. Bust the myths and fake bliss, notice of demolition. Tear down walls of blindness, welcome true vision. Vision, true vision. Demolition, demolition, demolition,
Well, I didn't have an exciting day yet, but hey, did you have an exciting day?
No.
No. Okay. So we'll just pretend we had exciting days when I ask you how's your day.
I honestly, I hate when you ask me. I hate when anyone asks me how is your day. Like I have to come up with something or like,
It's just being friendly. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I know, but you're trying to pull some information from me.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not.
like it.
I'm being courteous.
I just wonder what's the best way to answer if I don't want to answer that question.
Just
bull-
lie.
bullshit,
Yeah,
just lie?
bullshit. Bullshit. Lie to people. You know how often, you know what a white lie is? It's like a nice lie, but it has no,
Doesn't hurt
it
any-
doesn't hurt anybody. And when someone asks you how your day's going, just lie to them.
Yeah.
Let's say, your dog died. It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandfather, he ate my dog.
Yeah, there you go. You know
the
what?
morning.
I would not use that answer.
And it was nice.
Yeah, you know
With the
what?
hot sauce.
With hot sauce. It's that's not the best way to answer that question.
Shock them.
Shock them with
Shock
awe.
them.
It's like,
Yeah.
so are we rolling now?
Yes.
We are?
I don't know, whatever.